Hi, my name is Laura Taylor, and this is my game, Current Gravity, a 2D platformer where the player uses an electrical gun to unlock the level while navigating a low-gravity environment. The player finds himself in the world's first state-of-the-art, fully automated, self-sufficient building, the Vulcan Tower. Unfortunately, this world is set in a post-apocalyptic setting, so the tower is but a shell of its former glory and has suffered some major power malfunctions. The player will need to escape the building they are in by solving puzzles and restoring power. This can be accomplished using the Rattler. The Rattler is the player's only weapon and is used to help them power the station as well as navigate obstacles. In addition, the electrical currents in the Rattler will be key to navigating the building. For example, should they find themselves in a situation where debris is falling on top of them, they can use the Rattler to temporarily give the debris a magnetic charge, thereby raising it up while they run past. Players will want to keep an eye out for the battery level on the Rattler and refill its electricity from one of the misplaced wires or power stations around the level. The battery level is indicated by one of these icons in the top right-hand corner. As the player progresses throughout the game, they will notice that the electrical malfunctions have caused a shift in the magnetic plates on certain floors. As a result of this shift, the gravity will become unstable. Throughout the level, the player will have the opportunity to collect armors of various different types and materials. The player will need to decide which armor is best suited for that level. While they have the ability to shift armor on the fly, you can't switch what you don't have, so locating and implementing this armor will be instrumental into navigating these levels. If the armor is too heavy, the player will not be able to execute jumps or complete the level. If the armor is too light, the player will float off into space or be stabbed by spikes in the surrounding area. If we take a look at this diagram, this is the exact situation. While the player has collected 4 of the available armors, were he to put on the gold armor, it would make him too heavy and he would be unable to make it over to the spikes, fall, and die. However, if he were to put on the leather armor, he would then be too light and float up to the ceiling and get stabbed by the spikes. So he put on the green armor and is able to float over to the next platform. It should be noted that the players can complete the level without collecting all of the armors. However, should they choose to do so and only obtain the minimal needed to pass through the floor, when they reach the final level, its difficulty will be vastly different than if they had collected all of their resources. To that end, in addition to collecting armor, the player will need to keep a lookout for other collectibles as they will assist them in solving puzzles. For instance, there could be an area that's insulated with rubber, but if you had a bit of gold, you could still create a current. Or, if you're restoring power to an electric bridge, the only way to keep from being fried would be if you had on rubber boots. If we take a look at our previous example, once the player has reached a platform, he then meets an electric fence. Using the Rattler, he can siphon electricity off of the fence and then proceed to the end of the level. Or he could put on the leather armor and float up to the platform to pick up the gold. Comparable games can be seen in the links below for Portal 2D for the level layout and Jumper Redux for its use of electricity and gravitational puzzle design. While this game has several moving parts, from creating interesting and fun puzzles to balancing gravity with the armor, a lot of the concepts are things we've previously worked on in our Scraps project, so I am confident that we can get this done in the time allotted. Once again, my name is Laura Taylor and this has been Current Gravity. Thanks for watching.